Hello everybody, welcome back to the New Year streak. Last time we won with yellow deck, and so we're up on green deck today. At the end of each round, $2 per hand remaining, $1 per remaining discard, no interest. Now, I will immediately forget and go, oh, I'm going to try and keep $25 for having interest, even though it doesn't work like that. But, you know, I'm just sometimes not the best player. But that's fine, we've got a straight, that gives us a good start. Do I think this 2-pair is worth 80 points? 40? Yes. Yes, I do. Right, so that's 4 plus 3. Plus 3 for the small blind. Even Steven is a totally acceptable base joker to get. We don't have to worry about interest, so I might as well spend my money. Let's overstock then, and then we'll just have a bigger, better shop for every round moving forward. I'm just going to look for even stuff. I'll keep the pair of 3s for a potential 2-pair. So this will be 20 times 10 is 200. 20, 30, 40 is not quite enough. Can we find one more? We can. So that's 2-pair with evens. So we'll have plenty of malt. And 3 hands remaining is $6 extra, which is worth more, of course, than using more hands and fewer discards. We'd rather use more discards and fewer hands. We could ride the bus. Evens are bus values anyway. So, but okay. On future reflection, I want to not use my hands so that I can earn money. But if I want to jack up the bus, I need to play more hands. So, possibly unideal. Anywho, we've got full house here. If I play this, does bus increment, or would I rather have 1 malt or $2? Is the basic question. I guess I'm not going to overly commit to the bus yet, just because of how it's going to work out with my cash situation. God, Hanging Chad is just everywhere, isn't it? And like, with even Steven doing procs, how can I say no? I do love Bloodstone, but with only these hearts available, I don't think it's going to go great for us. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, because we can play an even heart first and get extra triggers on Hanging Chad. Hopefully that goes well for us. We shall see. Well, you're not even. But I would still play a solid hand like that. Right, if we're going to go with Bloodstone, we probably want to increase our base value. Gluttonous in holographic seems totally reasonable. So even clubs or hearts, and then we can just kind of refine this down the line. Now, the sun. 3 evens into 3 hearts. Simple stuff. Can't play this flush because of the face card. Show me just more even stuff, really. That will work nicely. Cool. Now, if we can scale that up for the late game, we are golden. $3 to earn 14 is a simple choice. Retrigger each play 2, 3, 4, or 5. Honestly, I could go for the extra re-triggers, I think. Let's see if we can get 2s, 3s, 4s, or 5s in the suits we want. We can. It's not a heart, but it is holographic. All face cards are drawn face down. Absolutely fine. We'll just get rid of all of those. Even heart is what we want to see. Do that like... I think I'm just going to take the plus 10 3 times, 4 times. It's going to be a lot of triggers. Yeah, that does a lot of work. Need to keep an eye out for the boss blind that debuffs hearts. That would be tragic. Getting a Hierophant onto some of those baby hearts would be very good, just like that. Fantastic. And another sun card. 8, 8, and 3, because the 3 re-triggers at the very least, and the 8s are, of course, even. Four of hearts is amazing. We could probably, with now 21 hearts minus 3 is 18 hearts. We could probably pivot to heart flushes. So we'll keep that in mind. Do I want to go bootstraps instead of gluttonous? Problem is none of this is X-Malt, and so this is just going to be a flat addition with no changes otherwise. So I'm not going to do that. That's a lot of hearts. I can play my face cards now because I got rid of the bus. Of course I can. Alright, so heart flushes might be the big thing to do here. Oh my goodness. Alright, well you're out. We do have a sun card, but how can I not do this? Disables every boss blind effect. It's a classic. Not always a loved classic, but it's a classic. You're wild and re-triggering and a 4. So that will count for Bloodstone, and it will re-trigger on Hack, and it will re-trigger on its own Red Seal, and it will re-trigger twice for Hanging Chad. So that's absurd. Do I want a negative? Why not? Why not? Boss blind's disabled. Fantastic. So we're just going to look for hearts then. Stick me on suit sorting. We want the evens to go before the rest of the potential multipliers. Yep, solid time. Wow, what are the odds? So we're back on not wanting to play face cards if it can be helped. Let's go 3 and 8 with Empress, so they give us more value for multiplying. I'll take a Steel even card. Might get some use out of that. Extra large blind shouldn't be a problem. So this 4 up at the front gets 1 whole Bloodstone trigger. But I would say that was pretty good. And with Chico on board, we can't even lose to a bad boss draw, which is very nice. I'm going to skip those in service of just trying to find the smaller stuff that I want. Oh, are you going to make the wall be extra small as well? That would be nice. I'm keeping this too, just for like, in case it's an emergency. Although if I could make this wild, that would be incredible. Those two though can go there. We'll do this. So now we really want to increase the base value of our flushes, because that's going to increase the overall earnings for things multiplying by their multiplier over and over again. You have a magician in you. I think I'm fine enough just to Empress these guys. Then very big Arcana pack. Death, Hanged Man, Lovers. I'm just gonna Death some 7s. Oh, we get to use 2 of these. Lovely. In that case, give me one of those 6s as well. All right, extra large blind is not, it's just a regular 10,000. I'm just assuming that this will score 10,000 points without being overly precious about it. Yeah. Good. Walkie-talkie on the 4s would not be bad, but we did walkie-talkie last time, or the episode 2, I think it was, of the series. So no need to retread that ground right away. I'll take the extra discard. That won't be bad for sure. I should have taken the planet pack probably, but it's fine. Right, 4 and 10. Get those. There might be some argument for putting the 6 at the front just to get the chips much larger, because the other stuff multiplies itself, but the chips don't. That's $25, because this guy's worth 10. This guy's worth 5, so lots of value to be had there. We've got more evens. Oh, sorry, got more hearts, so more malt on those. I don't love any of that. Chariot's fine. Do I want another negative? I'll take another negative. Sure. Right, I think I'm going to stick the chariot on this Jack of Hearts, because I don't want to play the Jack of Hearts, but sometimes I will kind of retain it for an extra long amount of time. Because if I do need to play a heart in an emergency, I'd rather burn the value in Ride the Bus to play a flush than to not play the flush at all. A little negative superposition. Castle is not going to be the one today. There's another sun card. Okay. You're already a heart. So, I'm actually going to Emperor here. Judgment, I'm not interested in. Magician, we'll obviously quite happily make some more lucky cards. Speaking of being lucky, nope, still none of those working in this series so far. I think we are without any Wheel of Fortune wins. Right, strength, we probably want to make 3s into 4s or something. But let's just find those first. Six is too big for hack, so that's no good. Ace would be fine. We'll just do a king into an ace, then if we find an ace to go bigger later, we can. You don't need to be wild, so let's make you lucky. Lovely. Seeing double is no good, although we have a couple of wild cards. It's not really gonna stand the test of time for us. We could make something else wild, but I think I'm just gonna take $29 off of a temperance. There's Jupiter. Hello, Jupiter. None of that. We could... No, we couldn't. We could take hieroglyph, but I really do not need to. I was thinking about blank voucher instead. All right, we'll move. No interest, but that's fine. Let's try a lucky card up front, shall we? Plus 20 malt, plus 20 malt. So a much, much higher score thanks to the plus 40 additional malt at the beginning there. Lusty. No, there's no room for you, unfortunately. It'd be really good if there was, but not today. I'll take a red 7 with a purple seal on it. Discard that and get yourself a random tarot card. More Jupiter. Get that base up to 12. That's a good start. Boss is disabled. No worries there. Let's discard this 7. We get another magician. 3 into a 4. We'll do that one there into a 4. We are cruising. I'm trying to remember if there are any decks between green and black, or if black deck is next. Because that's going to be the first real moment of tension in the build, I think. In the streak. I'll take a re-triggering 3. I need more sun cards, that's what I need. How's our bus doing? Plus 8. I mean, it's something. One lucky card. Yeah, there you go. 1 plus 20 is almost certainly enough to be working with. Might be getting to the point where I really have to put some thought into which order the cards in the played hand are going to be. Nah. Because when we don't get many Bloodstone procs, things are a little bit riskier. Not a lot riskier, but a little bit. Right, let's try this with the 6 up the front. See how the chip gains compare to the multiplier gains. Yeah, that seems pretty good, although it's hard to know exactly how many Bloodstones procced that round because I wasn't paying the most attention in the history of the world. Another Temperance? Don't mind if I do. I'll pass on those. A Fool for Death is probably better. Unless I can find some way to make this guy... no, this guy Heart or Wild. And then copy that. But holding the Fool to do that may be beneficial. So, evens first, then plus malt, then others. Come on, Bloodstone, I believe in you. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right then, what do we want more of? Let's take another Red Seal Wild 4. I'm going to discard this 7. Gets an Empress. I'm going to make this into Malt. Do I want another death card first? Yeah. I'm going to do that so we can have a good representation of chips in this, as well as all the extra chances to proc the Bloodstone. Alright, it's no guarantee. The boss we want to see is the Great Big Wall, whichever one that is, because then their value gets reduced, although it may get reduced to a value comparable to the others. Whichever one we get, it's going to be debuffed regardless, so not too worried. I'll take a chariot. Okay, so we just have to make 100,000 points. That shouldn't be too hard. Famous last words. Right, let's go you as a chariot. Oh yeah, when everything pops is great. There's very little to worry about when everything is working. It's when the machine starts to slow down that we have concerns. I don't think I'm likely to play a straight flush, but you know, could happen. 13 on the bus. I could keep some of these evens, but really there's no need now. This is a flush house instead, 140 times 14 instead of 110 times 14, so I'm happy enough to do that. More bloodstones, please. Steel, doing great work in hand as well. Right, last shop. Oh my god. It's another soul card. What are the odds? Right. One random joker disabled every hand. Honestly, that could be very bad for us. It could. Do I think I need hack? It's each played 2, 3, 4, or 5. So that's probably where some of my hands have been doing better. Playing like all 2s and 4s, getting 4 extra triggers. I mean, what am I going to get out of this anyway? One of them needs you to destroy face cards. One of them needs you to play kings and queens. One of them creates a negative copy of an enhanced consumable when you enter the blind. We've already got Chico, and one of them you need to discard 23 times. So it's literally too late for this to be functional. So on that reflection, I guess we're going to destroy 2 cards I don't want to see. Not often. Oh, a glass heart here is lovely. Not often that declining a legendary card is the technically best, most correct thing to do. Alright, this should be gravy with this glass card in hand. Do I want to play it up front? Yeah, okay. Then the 6, then the 4s all go twice on the end. And this 4 goes 3 times. Yes. Very good. All right, green deck done. Let's go and just check what we're up against next time, because I do know the pain of the black deck. +1 Joker slot, -1 hand every round. So that is for next time. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.